What is going on, people? Welcome to another video. My name is Sam Chipek. If you're new to this channel, then hit that subscribe button and follow my social medias. Follow his social medias as well. Follow his channel as well. He goes by the name of Travelling Blade. And yeah, today we're doing our preview of Tottenham versus Sheffield United.
This video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. Now, what is OneFootball, you ask? If you ever find yourself in these situations where you can't watch a game, whether it's a wedding, whether it's on during a party, whether it's on during a work shift, there can be so many reasons. That's why this app is perfect for you. The OneFootball app provides you the fastest up-to-date news possible. Not just when it comes to extremely fast updated scorelines, but also up-to-date news in regards to your club. Whether it's transfer rumours, whether it's rumours about your manager or rumours about certain key players in your team. I highly recommend this app, so go and download that app right now. Link is in the description.
Now,
I'm glad you said Sheffield United then, not Sheffield. There's a lot of people just call us Sheffield this season.
is that so?
All these ignorant Premier League fans just calling us Sheffield.
Mate, I'm culturally educated. I know how to talk to everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, normally in... I would be feeling confident, but no,
Chris
I'm not.
Wilde's on the scene.
Chris Wilde's on the scene. You're above us in the table, and it just honestly, like, if I lose, no disrespect at all, but if we lose to Sheffield United, a newly promoted side, I am officially done with everything.
I mean, all the big clubs such as Arsenal lost against us, so there's no shame in losing again.
That is true, and you did us a massive favour there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk me through it though. Like, what were you thinking when you got promoted? Because you're going through a madness at the moment.
Promoted, mix of. I mean, when we actually got promoted, it was an incredible day at Stoke away. Party. I was on the back of a lorry at one point, inebriated.
Yeah.
But in terms of like how I thought afterwards, when we knew we were Premier League, I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I'm usually a pessimist when it comes to United. I love Chris Wilder. I was trying to be more open-minded with it, and even then, I was trying to be more optimistic, open-minded, and I thought it could be a real struggle. I thought it's going to be a real test for Wilder. You know, even though he's done it great in League One, he did great with us in the Championship, which is also a very difficult, skillful league. I think it's somewhat overlooked. I still thought, are Wilder and assistant manager Alan Neil, are they going to have the nous to manage in the Prem? I thought, are we going to have enough? I mean, as much as I love our players, I mean, this is like going back to last season. I thought we've got some. I love the players. They're a real unit. They are a real team. They put their bodies on the line for the club. That, you know, they fight for each other. They're playing better than their reputation suggests. I thought, are they going to get caught out in the Prem though? I thought, oh, we're going to have to. I knew we'd have to compromise on how attacking we were. To be fair, I think in hindsight we haven't really. We're playing the same way. I thought, oh, we're going to have to like ditch our identity of like the infamous overlapping centre backs, and I thought we might get caught out. I thought we were going to stay up, but I thought it was going to be a real battle. I thought we were going to be struggling every week. I thought every week would be like a cup final game. I thought, but it's been easier than I expected. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of coming up to the Championship from League One. When we came up, we were told we were going to get battered every week. We were told it's a much harder league, much more difficult. That we're going to struggle.
But you're not getting battered.
And then when we got there, we did very well. We did okay. We finished 10th first season.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of the Premiership. And they all said, oh well, it's the step up from Champ to Prem is different from League One to Championship. But the comments echo the same. We were told we were going to get hammered, and then when we got here, we're doing much better. Yeah, we had been able to flex our identity, flex our style of play.
And the way you've been able to flex your identity was like you were promoted to play in this Premier League, basically.
Yeah.
Like you basically you were all ready for the level to be playing it. Do you think a lot of your players were maybe low-key Premier League quality? Like you weren't seeing it, but they actually are?
I think maybe the likes of Ollie Norwood definitely was. I mean, before he came to us, he got promoted with Brighton when they had that promotion battle with Newcastle 3 seasons ago now. He got promoted with them, got sold to Fulham, got promoted with Fulham, got sold to us. He got promoted from the Championship 3 seasons in a row. And for us, he was when we signed him, it was our second season in the Championship, I think, when we signed him. I think so, yeah. And that was what a signing when we brought him in, and you notice like we've actually bought a player in, because I think every club hopes that every club hopes that new signing's going to take him up a level.
Yeah.
Or be a really good, signing that you bring him in and you think, Christ, he's probably the best player in the team. And that for us was probably Norwood. When we brought him in, you could notice that we've bought a player that's probably head and shoulders above the squad here.
Yeah.
And he is probably a low-key Premier League player. And I also put it down to Chris Wilder's man management, probably saying to him, he'd never said like, "Oh, you're not good enough." He'd have probably said to him, maybe a bit harsh here, but like saying, "Oh well," basically gone and said to him, "Prove to me why you should be in the first 11. You weren't in the Championship. Prove to me why you should be in at the Prem." I don't know what Wilder said, but I imagine it was along those lines, something like that. And now he's one of the first names on the team sheet.
Well, call me harsh right now, but honestly, well, not even harsh. Honestly, I think some of our Spurs players need to take a leaf out of your book. Genuinely speaking, there's no motivation. There is no aggression from anyone, especially Christian Eriksen, who never slides to make a challenge. And I saw that in Everton. He lost the ball however many times, and he had 13 failed attempts of trying to make a challenge. Imagine you're playing in Sunday League, and your role is meant to be something of somewhat defensive, and you don't make any of those challenges and you get dropped instantly.
Yeah.
And yet Eriksen does those sort of things, and he's still playing well. He didn't play last night, but he didn't play. And like I said, the amount of motivation and that's how we could also lose, when you have got the bigger motivation than we do, because at the moment a lot of our players just play like a bunch of headless chickens. And it's just got to the point where I genuinely do not feel confident or keen or excited about any team we play against them. I didn't even feel excited when we were playing against some European farmers last night. No disrespect to Red Star Belgrade.
Yeah.
The mentality is just absolutely dead in this team, and you've got new coming teams like yourselves who are just hungry to have some fun in the Premier League. And I don't feel confident when we're going to play against you, because you could just genuinely have the bigger mentality, and that's what will win against you. And I will say this right now, North London football is dead. When you played against Arsenal, their mentality...
I mean,
they've got a better squad. They're meant to have a better squad than you on paper, but they don't care. And I saw a video the other day when they basically bottled a 2-0 lead against Crystal Palace, and one of the goals that were conceded all started because from a goal kick, the attackers didn't even press the defenders. And you're going to see something very similar with Tottenham, because there's something very faulty in almost every department in this team. This is not going to be a picnic or a walk in the park when we play against you.
Hopefully not. I mean, end of the day, it's still Sheffield United, so we could just collapse, but hopefully under Wilder we won't.
But then that's the thing though, like, you'll have even teams like Sheffield United, and again, I feel bad when I say even teams like Sheffield United. Like,
I mean, we're not a big brand, to be fair. Everyone just looks at us
feel
like
bad.
gritty Yorkshire team, and they say, "Oh well, Huddersfield have gone, Sheffield United have come up." But
Huddersfield are Yorkshire. There is still a Yorkshire team in the Premier League. I didn't clock about that actually.
Hopefully,
I don't know why I didn't.
I think people are starting to come around to the fact that we can actually play a bit of football, just because our manager wears a tracksuit and has got a northern accent.
But the point I'm making
than a Spanish or Italian one.
Our manager's Argentinian actually, but anyway, the point I'm trying
to Spain, innit? Same language.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to say is that you're going to be saying, "Oh, it's Tottenham." Genuinely, I feel like we could be viewed as one of the easiest targets, not just in the Premier League, but in the Champions League, because we lost 7-2 to Bayern Munich, and we lost to Colchester as well. So any small team that plays us in the cup game, and when I mean small team, I mean a team leagues below us, are going to feel like it's going to be a picnic. And we deserve that disrespect with the show we've been performing, basically.
I mean, I think, going on from what you said, I think the name Tottenham Hotspur still holds a lot of reverence with it. But even though that, it's got a lot of reputation, I know like you'll be saying like, "Oh yeah, we're playing crap and that." For us, it's still a big game against one of the big teams. However, it's a weak point for your club.
Yeah.
It's like we've been saying about Man United. We've got I think that's our next game after the international break on the 24th. We can't wait. We want to play them as soon as possible. It's like we've watched them play against other teams and going, oh, they're pretty weak. You know,
Yeah.
Newcastle got a result at home just by showing a solid performance, and we're going, let them play. Can we just play them now at the Lane? Just let them play them now, because we can see, yeah, it's a massive, much bigger club, much better players on paper, all this, the reputation, the history, but we can see that a weak point is similar with Spurs now. I mean, we've not been saying the same things. I'm not going to say anyone's say. I've seen the odd one. I think when someone watched the Everton game and we say, no, we could have a result here against Spurs. Because we saw you against Everton, and it was like, I didn't see much of it, but it wasn't the best game.
It was just like literally a few good minutes of build-up that led to the goal, and then very unfortunate injury that happened to Andre Gomez, and we conceded, not because we were playing with 10 men, but because we were playing with 9. And guess who was that missing man?
Who? Ericsson.
Correct.
Hopefully he plays Saturday.
Hopefully.
That annoys me. We've got Son's had his red card rescinded, so we've got arguably like one of your best players.
But Son could be traumatised still and may not perform a good shift against Premier League side. Besides the point, you are in a table that on paper is a false position, but
we should be in League One still. Well, Championship mid-table with our. Well, we should be like 6th in the Championship with our squad. To be fair.
You know what? Let's touch on that actually. When you got promoted, I mean, the Sheffield Wednesday tweet, like, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
I'll show you
incredible.
on the screen here the screenshot of what their rivals tweeted. Like, imagine if Arsenal just imagine if Arsenal achieved something, and the Tottenham Twitter panel was like congratulating them on their main site, not from a fan site, not from footballers, their main club Twitter site.
It was a club statement.
It was a club statement. That is even worse. Hang Sheffield Wednesday fans. I would be fuming like you, and whoever wrote that, which was their chairman along with their PA, which by the way, their PA should have a job to advise them on what to tweet and what not to tweet. So surely there should have been someone there saying, oh no mate, this can't be right, we surely can't be publishing this sort of stuff. But no, hang your heads in shame for being embarrassed.
A few Wednesdays fans were trying to take them all higher ground, going, oh, we're a classier club. I don't want to be a classier club. I put it on Twitter and I said, shove your class up your arse. I don't want to be a classy club. Shove your class. I don't want to be it. I want to see Chris Wilder having get promoted to the Prem, or Wednesday failing to get into the playoffs, going, mind the gap. I don't want to be classy. I want that Sheffield rivalry to be vitriolic, vicious, bitter and petty. We're arguing over club shops.
Like bitter ale, which by the way...
Look at that, to the bitter end.
Mate, I refuse to drink that stuff, mate. Like, it's grim, like...
It's grim.
It's
alright.
Mate,
that's not even a northern pint. I should be on like John Smith's or something. That's the northern stereotype.
But then you're associating yourself with Huddersfield, aren't you? Rivals with them?
Not really.
Well, like I say though, you're currently the only Yorkshire club in the Premier League, so take pride in that.
It's pretty ridiculous. There's not much competition.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk about combined starting 11, and then we're going to do our score predictions and who's going to be in the score sheet.